Why signing Devin Funchess matters. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for hanging out. The Detroit Lions did sign Devin Funchess. What's extremely interesting about this signing is that he has been listed as a tight end, not as a receiver. He came into the NFL back in 2015 as a receiver with the Panthers, and when you look at it, he was playing the outside, so seeing him come in as a tight end, kind of fascinating. Funchess came into the NFL as a receiver. He has not played tight end since his college days. Devin Funchess comes in at 6'4", 225 pounds, and he has had a very interesting NFL career thus far. Personally, I mostly remember Funchess from the Amazon Prime series All or Nothing when they covered the Carolina Panthers. He was drafted by Carolina. His best season was 2017, and he has not seen the field since 2019. And this is what it means. This is why it matters. Funchess has only operated in the NFL as an outside receiver, mostly, but as a wide receiver. Now, him coming in as a tight end with the Lions says a ton. It says a ton about our tight end room. Our tight end room, the depth just isn't there. We have Hockenson, and Hockenson's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I love Hawk. I think he is an absolute stud. However, we need a bit more depth. We need a solid number two. And then who better to have a guy who's looking to make a comeback, a guy who's already proven himself to be capable in the NFL. You look at his best season, it was 2017. He had 63 receptions, 840 yards, averaging about 13.3 yards per reception and 8 TDs. Now, granted, all of that was as a receiver, so many more targets, obviously. However, that was his best season. We are able to see what he is capable of. Now, with a guy like Hockenson, who is an absolute stud, who's a beast, he needs competition. I really think Hawk needs a guy behind him to push him forward because Hockenson's potential, his ceiling, is so high. So bringing in Funchess, a guy who is capable and proven, yes, hasn't played in a couple years, but is capable, will be huge for Hawk. You have Funchess, who his last season was 2019. He opted out of 2020 due to COVID and then hasn't seen the field since. So yeah, it's been a bit, but where better to come play and make that comeback than Detroit? You look at last year, some of the guys that we signed, whether it was Khalif Raymond or Josh Reynolds, guys who were proven capable, but maybe weren't getting the reps, getting the opportunity that they needed. And you see what they were able to do and produce last year. That is very possible with Devin Funchess. So why it matters, what it means is it's going to give Hawk the spur, the kick in the pants to really move forward and be that high ceiling number one tight end that he is for Detroit, to be better, to grow. And it's the comeback, the possibility of a guy like Funchess who is proven, who is capable of taking that next step forward and making a name for himself once again in the NFL. Production will be lower as a tight end, that we know, compared to him as a wide receiver, but this is good. This is a good starting point for him and for the Detroit Lions having a capable number two at the tight end position, where we are lacking depth and skill further down in that depth. But that is it. That is the news. The Lions signing Devin Funchess as a tight end and why I really think it matters. That is it for today. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel for all news, thoughts, things of that nature when it comes to the boys in Honolulu Blue. So, and lest I forget, Mirkwood.